What's up, Arma? What's up, what's up, what's up? Hope you're doing well, bro. I'm starting on this Steph Castle design today. We'll see how far I get. How are you doing, Brody? Goal in mind, so I'm gonna create something that's similar to like this vibe, that KG vibe or the Klay Thompson vibe, just to showcase something different. I've been doing a lot of manipulations recently, so I want to showcase like a actual poster, like you would think like more specific poster standard type vibe. Switch it up. Yeah, double exposure, yep. And then we'll see how it goes along the process and if anything changes, but yeah, bro. So nothing too crazy, but definitely been a while since I did something like that, so I'm excited. Kind of go back to the essence. Or whatever you wanna call it. But today's been a pretty good day. I ended up getting a little bit of time to go to the beach and just kick it. So, good day overall, man. No complaints. It's just working, man. Trying to keep turning this passion into full-time career, bro. Not much other than that, man. Trying to live life, create content. And yeah, just trying to be grateful, bro. Alright, so we got this mask coming out. I'm gonna say definitely we'll be needing. We're gonna definitely need the what is the word? We're gonna need I can't think of words right now. We're gonna need the pen tablet in this design for sure. That's what I was trying to like get out of my system. Do I struggle with that? Hell yeah. But like the one thing I can say about it is like I wouldn't give it up for anything. Like I just can't live a life where I'm not striving to do what I want to do. So no matter how tough it really gets, I'm just gonna keep working, trying to do the best job I can, manage it the best I can, and I'm only human, so eventually it'll all pay off, and I'll just look back and be like, oh, I'm so glad I put in so many hours to this craft. But it's been a crazy journey, man. I've gone up and back and forward, and what I actually want to do, am I happy designing? So I just kind of give it up to pursue something else, because it tests you when you want to do something by yourself and not have anybody telling you these are the hours you work, this is what you need to make. Like, it's gonna test you. But if you really love it, then you're gonna make the sacrifices needed. That's for any craft. That ain't just for design, man. But yeah, it comes with a bunch of hurdles. Constant. My internet zoo, what's up, Brody? Thanks for showing love, bro. Thanks for watching. Appreciate you. Hopefully you got to watch the latest video. And just kind of keep up with me on socials, bro. Trying to just keep the post going. You guys have been showing a lot of support. Appreciate you. Gator Enforcer. What's up, bro? How them Gators looking, bro? You more of a Gator hoops guy? What type of Gators are you messing with? Gator hoops, Gator football? Florida's interesting because as good as their football team is historically, then they just randomly win the championship. It's like, damn. What happened to that kid that won the championship? What's he doing right now? Did he have a good rookie campaign? As a sports designer, dude, I will say it's late at night, but I'll say too, like, it's a weird community, man. Like when you say community, you kind of, I guess, at least I do more of like the hoping of saying, like, when I say community, I'm like we are in a community, like it's all like good vibes type thing. But it's a weird space once you really start realizing like there's so much jealousy in art and it's not as community based as you thought. It's just like people don't really want to share information, or they want to like gatekeep information from other people, or not really support. Like, I know some of the top artists that kind of just look at my work and they know like I support their work, but I'll never hear nothing from them or anything like that. Not that I'm complaining about it, but I'm just being real. But for the people I got, you don't need millions of people to see your work, because you know, the more people that come in, you're gonna get more people that, you know, kind of aren't genuine. So it's not to say like I wouldn't be blessed to have like the largest following is in terms of like sports designers, but at the same time, I know the people that are coming in and like always in the lives, like this is the actual community that we've built. Literally created a Discord community that showed so much love during like the time of me just figuring everything out. I remember when we did the Calcioscope Discord challenge, like way back in the day, and there were so many great designs. And so I don't know, sometimes I do battle with that though. Like, I want to grow more, I want to be seen by more eyes, and then you realize like, dude, like do what you're supposed to do with the audience that you have right in front of you. To have, when you hit, like someone said this, like Daylight, I think he was like talking about viewership, and he was like, if you have 2,000 followers, like you literally are good. Like, to have even 2,000 followers and you can get your followers to support you in a way where you're like selling something that they'll really genuinely buy or they'll genuinely like you don't realize how much of a blessing that is. And I was like, damn, let me chill. That was just recently. I was just watching back one of his live streams, and I was like, bruh, that's a fact. You say you're looking better in football? Okay, bro. Looking better in football. That's fair. I'm always interested to see the matchup. Now that I live in Florida, it's cool to see the matchup. Always. So that's awesome. I'll be tuning into that game. But hopefully everything else is great with you outside of just sports. No, I'm a sports designer, but try to look at it as a holistic approach. We all do things outside of just what we do. We're just living. We like sports, but it doesn't make up our whole entire life. So I hope you're doing well in other areas, bro. And if you're not doing well, I hope you're figuring it out. Staying positive. I guess staying positive is doing well. Appreciate you tuning in after years, bro. I know it's been a while since I tuned in on Twitch. So if you guys, some of those comments, I'm on Twitch I'm just dual streaming. So I'm also on Twitch, Calcioscoped. But dude, appreciate you, man. Thank you for tuning in. Hopefully everything's well with you. Title's cracking you up. Yeah. I just decided to be like low-key sarcastic. I don't know why, but I like the joke. It's a bitch in graphic design. Everybody want to gatekeep. Yeah, it's like, so the thing is like, it's tricky when you say everyone. Like, then, you know, it's the majority. It definitely is the majority, but it's not everyone, but majority wants to gatekeep. How did you do this? Oh, I'm gonna tell you I went down the road at 7 o'clock and the sun was out. However, it was past when the sun had already risen. Okay, it's a weird analogy, but you know, whatever. Like, people will like misdirect you just so they can like keep their secrets alive or something. I don't know. And then like I see tutorials and I'm like, why are you not giving the full information? Like, or like, why not explain it a little bit better? Like, don't just do it just cause. Like, explain the shit so everybody will understand it. I don't know. I'm not perfect at explaining stuff, but I know for sure, like, I don't try to like kind of give you half answers then be like, if you want the full answer, now you like, no. How much of a game changer has AI been? Oh, well, I'm pretty popular with AI and people hating on me for it. So I can explain that actually in detail if needed. But basically, I use AI in like most things. Not only just for like, or how can I put this? So like even this design right here, like if I needed to be like, okay, rate the lighting on this, I would probably use AI to like help me rate lighting. It's like an awesome asset to just help you with everyday things we have. And this is how I talk about AI to other people, which honestly would just be a cool video to just see other people's reaction, just because I feel like now I'm known as like an AI designer, even though, you know, since 2018 we've been designing without AI, but whatever. Since I use it and I don't lie that I use it, now I'm like targeted as like an AI creator or whatever. But this is how I put AI. AI is a tool, and just like you use Photoshop, even before the word AI was invented, you had things in Photoshop that did things automatically. Whether that's running a spreadsheet, whether that is putting settings on your photos automatically because you had presets. These tools have always been around. It's like they made this term AI, and then like it turned people's mind to be like, oh, this is a specific thing that was just created now that changes the landscape of what we do. When at the time, well, I mean, when you look back at time, there's always been tools to help you create easier. I mean, that's kind of what technology is. So I don't get why. I get why, because like, you know, it's easy to fool people, but AI, as we kind of like term it, has always been a thing. But I like to use it for like character sheets or prompts or designs. Long-winded answer, but basically, like, yes, I love using AI because it's a great asset for all designers. I think everybody should be at least kind of unaware of it. You don't have to love it. I'm not saying like everybody needs to love AI. And I'm not saying everybody needs to use AI. There's plenty of reasons why people don't want to. I respect them. But for me personally, I mean, it's always been here. So yeah, the split's crazy. I mean, yeah, generative fill's been here. That was AI before they started saying it was AI and everything. But I don't know, man. You had content aware fill, you had clone stamp. Like, we have all these tools here. Why did we not say that was AI before? But hey, what do I know? All I know is I can teach you how to use AI so that you can use it in your process. But I know you're watching on Twitch, but on my YouTube page, I do have a new video on how I use AI. So if you're ever wondering like my process on it, you can look at my YouTube page. I'll look to make some more videos in the future on it too. Where'd you get that brush for the hair selection? That's the concept art brush pack. It's in the, if it's not in the description of the video, it should be though. So it should be in my description on all my videos on YouTube. And if it isn't, look at my link tree, Calcioscope link tree, and I have the link there as well. But that's just the hair brush. Like when you download the concept art brush pack, It's like a tree brush, and I just changed the name of it to hairbrush, but it's the concept art brush pack. And I did not make this art pack. The brush pack is free, and I got it from Pix and Perfect. But look, just look up my link tree. I think it is on there. Let's see. It's on damn near all my stuff. Let's see. Did I put? No, just look at my. Best fonts. I should put that brush pack on the link tree. But look at my live stream or my YouTube descriptions, and the brush pack is there. But if you can't find it, let me know. Oh, you're on YouTube, so that's perfect. Yeah, just look in my description of videos. Brush pack. Watching the stream gives me nostalgia from the streams used to do with Nero. Bro, I know. I need to do streams with Nero again, bro. That makes me remind me to hit him up, bro. It's crazy how times just change. Like, Nero is now going to college, bro. I remember I was just getting into college and he's like, I'm still in middle school. I'm like, you're this good in middle school, bro? You're gonna be insane. Now he's doing like big things with photography. So shout out James, bro. Well, appreciate you watching since those days, man. Time flies, bro. But hey, we've had some fun. Shout out to the OGs, shout out to the new members. I know OGs remember the Narrow Design days, the Discord call days. Before I had hair. Before I lived in Florida. Life's a trip. Trying to launch your own gator brand right now? That's good to hear, bro. So you're gonna try to do like one that covers like what is it gonna cover? Is it what type of branding is it? Apparel branding, news branding? When I got hired at FSU, yeah, bro. 2022, bro. Summer. 2022 summer, man. I like that you're trying to start your own brand, bro. That's always the goal. Podcasts and articles, okay. Let me know if you ever want someone to log in, bro, and let me know the name of the podcast. I will definitely support it. See, when I support, I don't always watch the full podcast, but hey, bro, you put anything out, that's how I be on Instagram. I don't always watch my people I follow's full video, but if I see it's out, I'm gonna at least drop a like on like everything. Drop a comment. So let me know, man. And if I don't, call me out on it. Like, hey, motherfucker, are you forgetting about my page? There's some hiatuses we all take on it on social media, but I'm usually pretty active. Usually pretty active. I have a constant battle with social media. I don't know if you guys relate, but I'm like, it's so good, and then like it's also has the terrible aspects of it. It's like the judging yourself and all those things. It's a tough balance to have, man. You can make some crazy banger artwork, and then you see someone else's artwork and you're like, ah, my stuff is just okay. It's crazy. Posting on social media is a skill. Yeah, it actually is. Like, you need to like learn how to post on social media without caring about every single thing. Cause you can like really overthink something so fast. CFB is back in full swing. I'm using the game to get traffic. Like Slav and Ethan J. Facts, they're fire. And they create for the NBA, so it's like they get that added like, oh, I have to be creating like them. But the best thing that you can do when you're creating is like, it's so easy to say, but like use your own like sauce, but like, you know, it's true. Use your own sauce. And the other thing is like, stuff comes with time, bro. Like, if you are just posting as yourself and being real, people are gonna like your stuff. Like, and the thing that I've learned is like, you gotta know yourself. So me personally, like, I know my best content doesn't come out of like straight making designs. My best content comes out of like making a dope design, yes. And I know like I'm a pro designer and my stuff looks fire, but where my best aspect is like teaching people how to make things. It's not like making the greatest art and then leaving it. My best like thing I can do is like make something that's dope and then teach people how I made it. And you know, it's different for everybody. Some people, their best skill literally is making the art, so they just stick to that. But like, just with time and everything like that, I've just learned like my best avenue is gonna be teaching how. Not only the how, but the why of the art. And that's when I'm at my best. Take some time, do it slow, tell me what you want. That 5 is cursed. We gotta fix that, but for now, we're gonna leave it. I just wanna get everything in place. You know, here's some insight for you guys too. So like, we all have like people we look up to as designers and as artists. Here's the funny thing. Like, as long as you're doing what you do, you're gonna have those same people. Not all of them, because a lot of people, they don't really care. But like, you're gonna have a lot of those same people be like, yo, like, You looked up to me? What do you mean? I was looking at your work like, yo, this is awesome. Like that happened like one of the last times I streamed, and like Matt Lang came in the stream randomly, and I was like, what? Is that Matt Lang? So I don't know, like I think a lot of you guys know who Matt Lang is if you really like are about the design stuff or whatever, but maybe not. But he was like a huge creator for Texas, and now he's doing his own thing and moving into that lane. So he came in the stream and was like, yo, I love the video. And I was like, wait, my video? Like, yeah, bro. I'm like, what? Bro, I've been looking up after your work for years on end. So like, that's what I'm saying, is just like, do what you do. Make sure you're using remove when you try to get rid of the watermark. When you make a selection, Jamie, make sure you're using the remove part. It'll do a better job, not generative fill. Industry lacks teachers right now, yeah. But hey, take the ones we got, bro. And then hopefully you can be the next teacher once you learn, right? Appreciate you, Internet Zoo. Thank you, bro. Try to, bro. I try to inspire, not in some corny way, but like, you know, inspiration kind of just come off corny to people. But hey, whatever. I don't think I come off as corny. I think I just be like, yo, we just kicking it. And I just be talking, and then stuff just turns up being inspirational, because I feel like life is just inspirational. Because life is about awesomeness. And without being inspired, you're not going to have a lot of awesomeness, bro. So we're not gonna go too crazy on this, like in terms of like, I need 3,000 photos and no, but we're gonna keep it really clean, right? Insane lighting, and it's gonna be a vibe. Who am I rooting for in the finals? All right, so I don't even know if Steph Castle still remembers me, but like I took his first recruiting photos when I was at UConn. So I still want I want them to win. So I want the Spurs to win, as I'm pretty connected to UConn just from being there and stuff like that. But yeah, one thing led to the next. Steph Castle obviously doing huge things, but his first visit on like his first official visit, I took his photos, bro. Crazy. So by default, I love UConn because I just worked there. That was my first job. So by default, I want Steph to win, and that would be dope. Also, I'm a big Wemby fan. I just think that he's like an unstoppable force, and I like seeing him play. And that has no shade to like, oh, you don't like the Knicks. I'm just like, nah, bro. I want to see Wemby. Oh, my bad. I want to see Wemby and Castle start on this crazy run that I feel like they could have. Yo, let me know who y'all want to win. I need like a cool picture of him like dunking or something. I can just merge in there. Something that's action. Like one more action shot would be dope. What's up, Nate? What up? What up? It's a flex. It's a cool little flex, bro. I've gone a lot of places and seen a lot of things in terms of this sports stuff, man. It's been cool. It's been blessings, bro. Comes with a lot of hard work, though. I will not say came easy. Still doesn't come easy. Dude, I need like an action photo. Wait, maybe I should probably look up like dunk, right? That would probably help. You know, that would probably help my case here. Maybe that one. Why we got blurry photos on Getty? What are we doing? Steph Castle dunk. Would that fit? Maybe. See, these huge watermarks are going to be kind of OD. You ain't found the one yet. They're gonna have a lot more chances to win it though. Yeah, I do agree. I don't know. I just want them to win. I'm not mad if the Knicks win though. That's dope for New York. I know they got a smaller window per se. You never know though. The Knicks could pick up like, if the Knicks get like Giannis or something. You just never know. Did I grow up in CT? I grew up in Massachusetts and then I moved to Connecticut when I was like 21, 20, because I got hired by UConn. So I know Storrs, Connecticut, bro. I know the city. I need like one more action photo. That's what we're like searching for. To no success so far. But you know me. Can be a little picky. But this is a design we're talking about. Not just anything. Appreciate the follow, Gator. Thank you, thank you. Do I do portfolio reviews? On Patreon for my top tier on Patreon, I do, yes. But if you just want me to give like a, you can just send me something in Discord though. And I can just look at your design. I don't know how in depth I can go because I just get some good amount of stuff sometimes. But if you ever just want to like send me a design, say, hey, what do you think? Try my best to at least be like, hey, this is cool. This is what I like about it. Yada yada. You know. Discord should be linked as well in the YouTube. If not, let me know. It's not a bad photo. That might be the one. We're gonna have to go with this one. Probably. I'm gonna go like 3 more pages. If I don't find anything, we're good. We're cooked. Yeah, Calcoscope Discord, man. We got that. We got that. We got that, bro. Hold on. If this had any high definition to it, I would maybe use it. It is cooked. Trying to get like me one day, bro. I'm probably trying to get like you. Yeah. Hopefully you're doing well in your journey, bro. Did you rock with UConn or FSU more? Definitely UConn. It was that smaller, you know, like when you're working in basketball, bro, like you're not really like in the thick of like all the corporate stuff. Like you are, but at the same, why am I yelling? You like you are, but like you kind of like, it's more family oriented in a little bit. Like you still got your kind of dumb stuff you got to deal with. It's corporate. Like you can't put this on the design, and no, you can't do that because this is the way that we ran this organization for X amount of years. So I don't think you're gonna come in here and change the culture, blah blah blah. Right? So like you're still in a corporation setting, but when you have less members on staff and everybody kind of like has to see each other every day, and you know you're gonna have to see everybody, like everybody's kind of nicer to each other. You know. But okay, basically I want you to picture this. When I was working at UConn, it was like So I'm working in the office, and then okay, I'm gonna explain this to kind of picture. This is me being a little bit reminiscent, but this was awesome for me. Okay, so basically, UConn is in this place called Gamble Pavilion, and you have like, oh sorry, wait, what am I doing? Sorry. Okay, so basically, Gamble Pavilion is in this place called Storrs, Connecticut. Very small town, Storrs, Connecticut, right? Like farms, hills, everything like that. I know a lot of people even know that, but it's just like this place in the middle of nowhere. But they have this university. But basically, like the place I worked, it was a basketball facility, and it's split down the middle. So you have like the women's basketball is on one side, men's basketball is on the other side in the building, and they meet in the middle with the weight room. So basically, like it's a small arena, it's a small practice facility. Like everybody's set office is on the second floor. Each side has their own basketball court. So like I would be designing, and then like by the end of the day, if I got bored or I just wanted to go do something, I would just go down there and hoop. So like, yeah, bro, it was like way more of like family orientated like type of thing going on. This is the court right here. But yeah, see, like they're taking this from the second floor, but dude, like my office was literally like in here, like on the second floor. It's just up. See how those offices are there? Yeah. See how like I worked literally like right inside here, where my mouse is. My office was like right in here, and they called that the stable. And like, yeah, bro, it was like way more family oriented. Like people were nicer to you. When I worked at Florida State, of course, like you get the perks of being like a huge football team, but you don't get the perks of like knowing everybody and like connecting with everybody and hearing everybody's stories, and like, you know, it's just way less genuine when you're in that big of an environment. Naturally, people are just more worried about themselves and like what to do to get to that next level or whatever. But yeah, I'm just someone that really thrives in a community aspect. Like I can be independent and stuff, but you know, I'd rather have like a family type vibe going on. I feel way more like alive when I'm in that. But it was cool, man. A lot of trying days. And when you're a small program, you got to deal with the small program things. You got to deal with like doing multiple jobs. You got to deal with being the videographer, photographer, designer, campus tour director, recruiting director, recruiting Nah, but you got to deal with like those things, and then you got to deal with like having no interns too. So like it has its ups and downs, bro. Like you it's not like, oh yeah, like we're just like this small family and everything's just easy. No, bro. Like you're working every day, but you care more about the program. So like you're willing to like do the dumb stuff that like you shouldn't have to be doing because they should get more money to fund it. You're like, okay, I'll do it because I love the program and I love being here and I love my job. You know, like when Paige Beckers was going on her run, and like people were all like out at the NCAA tournaments and stuff like that, we had this cool locker room, and like none of the players would be in there. And bro, mind you, like at the time, like I'm just hella cool with the players because, bro, they the same age as me. Like we're just vibing. So like I would always be in the locker room chopping it up. We just talking about like actual cool shit. Like what's going on in life, like where they're from, all that. Because bro, mind you, at the time, like I'm literally 20 years old. These kids are only coming in, they're 18. So like we're literally the same age. So it was just like, it was cool, man. To be just working on the other side of like crazy athletes. And mind you, at the same time, I'm not that far removed from playing basketball. Because I played basketball for 2 years at my school, Bridgewater State. which is a little Division 3 school. So, there was a lot of stuff to be like relatable to, like, and like it was just funny, bro. But I love when y'all ask those questions because it kind of brings me back and be like, yo, like those times were fire, bro. Like, don't forget to live in the moment. Because like even like right now, like I'm not really knowing all my next steps, but hey, bro, like I ended up living in my dream state, Florida. Like I said, I literally went to the beach today after I was done like doing most of the work today besides coming back and live streaming. But like it's just about living in the moment, bro. But yeah, I did not intern at UConn. No, my job at UConn, it was full time. Like I got hired full time for their like media, and like I actually had an intern at UConn. So I was like 20 years old with the intern already. It was crazy, man. And then the craziest part about it is I literally hired my intern. So like this is how full circle the world works, bro. I hired my intern from UConn to work with me at Florida State, bro. Like, it's crazy. My intern, Sergey, you guys might know Sergey Design. If you don't, I would definitely go check out his work. He's insane with like 3D. But when I went to Florida State, I was like, bro, just stay connected with me. You never know what could happen. So I go to Florida State. I'm the creative director. I'm like, bro, this is crazy. Creative director, straight out of school. And then 2 years pass and I get the opportunity to be the creative service director. So I'm like overlooking everybody, like not just like graphic design. I'm looking over like video too. And then I end up being able to bring in Sergey from UConn, bro. It's insane. Full circle, bro. And like he literally lives at the apartment that I live at right now. And now we're both doing our own thing on like a freelance journey. What advice would you give a designer looking for their first internship? Bro, apply. And not only apply, like you need to make like random designs that are based off of that school, and like do brand redesigns and stuff like that. That's what Narrow did. If you want to know how to get an internship, Narrow Designs is the blueprint. Like make brand redesigns for the schools and then show it to them. Ask them if they have any like positions opening up. And like even if you don't think you are close to a university, just ask them if you can do a remote position. A lot of this stuff is so remote now. Just ask, hey, like, what's the possibility I could do a remote internship with you guys? Ask those questions. And then, like I said, just make a lot of art based off of that team. Even if you don't get the internship with that team, now you have a portfolio built of like a brand redesign or like a game day package, like, and then you can use that towards your next thing. But go for your dreams in terms of which school you want to go with or team program, and then everything else will unfold. But you got to put the work in and just make something every day. If you make a design every day I don't have to say every day, but if you make a design almost every day, after a year, you're gonna have like 200 designs you made. It's just gonna be crazy. You're gonna be looking at yourself like, how did I do that? If you can do something creative every day of the year. I gotta take this off. I'm getting way too hot in this hoodie. It's that Florida weather, man. Oh, I did not make it to the couch. You tried valiantly. We did fail. All right, let's start retouching. not gonna be too crazy of a process. All right, let me put these pretzels down, then we're gonna continue the talks. I'm liking the talks. I'm enjoying the conversation. All right. Was I there for the 2023 Natty? Some players on that team love Hawkins and Tristan Newton. Sonogo is the GOAT too. Yo, facts. All my dogs, bro. I wasn't there for that year, but definitely know all those dudes well. Adama is fire, bro. His personality is so awesome. He had a great personality. Also, Tristan had a great personality too. Funny. See, but now you got something to stack your portfolio with, so you good. Who do I work for now? I don't work with either Florida State or UConn. Right now, I'm just freelancing, and then I'm trying to just, keep it pushing with my own stuff. So right now, nobody, bro. But soon enough, that'll change. Wait, not change, but soon enough, this will pick off and be great. And then I can just do only YouTube, and I won't have to work a secondary job. Right now, I'm just working part-time jobs while I'm trying to continue building this up. That's what I meant to say. But I'm just challenged, so I say things backwards. But yeah, that's what I'm doing right now, bro. What the heck? AI viewers, what are we talking about? I got banned this dude. Remember Beyond the Buzzer? Heck yeah, bro. That's how I got into really liking the art. Beyond the Buzzer's mad fire. Definitely remember Beyond the Buzzer, man. I just got a weird Twitch comment. I don't know what this is talking about. Gotta block that. All right. So now I'm just doing the retouching. Jameek, what's up, man? I've been making game day social designs along with more stylized stuff. Still looking for a role? Yeah, bro, just keep doing that. Whenever you post, take advantage of all the tags that we can do, right? Sometimes I don't even take advantage of that, but just take advantage of we have 20 slots of people we can tag on each post on Instagram. Use that to your advantage, tag all those people you can, and seriously use that to your advantage, I would say. You got all those tags for a reason. Use them up. Sometimes when I get to a point where I just want to post something, I'm like, bro, that comes back to the posting is a skill. It's you don't even want to tag all those people, but you really should try to tag at least most of the people out of the 20 that are going to get the eyes on your work. Because that one person, you never know. It might be a year from now, but you tagged them a year ago. Now they're like, I need to hire somebody. And I saw this dude's fire ass work from 2 years ago, and I now want to hire him. You just never know. That's the crazy thing about this life. It's you just don't know. You don't know until it happens. So use that. That's something I can say to use. There's people that I've known that hired me or were looking at my work for years, and I never knew. And then one day they're just yeah, I've been watching your channel for years, bro. And you're like, what? I now need a designer to do my multi-million-dollar companies. Like, you never know. Next thing you know, you're working on the next Dune, and you don't even like Dune. You make sports designs. You have no idea how you're gonna do this, but he doesn't care. He's still gonna pay you $500,000 to make the poster design for Dune because he likes your designs. You don't care. He's got a budget. What is going on with this Twitch thing, man? Yeah, you just never know. And they'll like the video, comment, or like the players will just be like, oh shoot. I think we can all attest to like we enjoy seeing things of ourselves, especially if it's cool. Some people don't really actually don't like seeing themselves, but like, you know, most of us are like, oh, that's dope. You made that of me? You took time out of your day to make that of me? That's fire. So just use those tags. Hola, Fabian. GZN. What's up, man? How are you, bro? All right, I'm gonna do base player retouching, and then I'll probably bring out the laptop or the iPad. What am I trying to say? I'll probably bring the drawing tablet out after that, but I'm gonna do the base player retouching. If I could talk, I would help everybody's day. 06/10.26. Make sure you save your PSDs, guys. Don't be a buffoon. And then you'll be like, why did I not save it? So many times this happened to me. Save your PSDs. You made a retirement graphic that's Stephon Gilmore and he liked it. Stephon Gilmore, he played on... What team did he play for? You gotta remind me, bro. Sometimes I'd be like blanking out on NFL. He is NFL though, I believe. I'd be blanking out on NFL, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Is it the Bills? Or am I tripping? I don't know NFL like too well. Oh no, yeah, the Pats. Seahawks, Pats. Yeah. That's dope, bro. Yeah, it is really late. Thank you for joining though, bro. We'll be live again. I'll be live again, man. I'm looking to just continue to keep creating and going live. So we'll be back, bro. So appreciate you. Have a great night. And thank you for joining for the time that you could, man. You could have been doing anything else. Came to the stream to support, bro. That's major. Thank you. Shout out to everybody. You did play for the Bills? Okay, yeah. Okay, so I was partly right. I wasn't as great as teams, but he partly played for the Bills. We kind of know ball. I played a little bit of football in my days. I didn't like it that much, but I played it. Wait, let me not lie. I loved football. You know when I stopped loving football? Was when I stopped getting blocked for. And I was getting clobbered behind the line. I was like, there's no way I'm doing this in high school. Because, dude, I started getting like beat up behind the line, bro. Like my linemen, bro, I don't know if they like had a death sentence for me. But like, these dudes stopped blocking. And I'm like, bro, why are y'all not blocking? Like, actually pissed. We were playing like the big kids from like the inner city. And like, I'm just a little like suburban kid trying to run against all them while my linemen aren't blocking, bro. Like, it stopped making sense. It stopped making sense, bro. Like, it genuinely just stopped making sense. I'm like, why? What am I doing? And why am I getting pissed at them for not blocking? Because, like, it's not even changing anything. So I was like, I think I'm done with this aspect of my life. I'm going to just play basketball. That was the end of my football career. Now, granted, I do think if I had stayed playing football, I probably, I don't want to say that, but it was not part of the life path anyway. But like, you know how motherfuckers be like, oh, I probably would have went league. But like, with my build, I had a higher chance of going like, at least Division I in football, I think, than like playing basketball. But who knows? Neither here nor there. We'll never know. But sometimes I just like to speculate. It's whatever. The one thing you still struggle with is jersey swaps. Ooh. I might have to make a new jersey swap video. But like, bro, I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't even gonna try to cap, bro. Like, you should just do jersey swaps with AI. I'm not gonna even lie. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, like, learn everything like brick by brick for like jersey swaps. Learn it in case you really need to use it. Learn how to do a jersey swap well in case you need to use it. But I'm not gonna sit here and lie and tell you like, hey, like, sit there and like struggle through it. Like, you low-key could just like learn how to do that shit with AI. I ain't gonna lie. If you use Top View AI and you use Gemini or Dance, the jersey swaps will be looking insanely clean. And you can do it with like just reference images. At least you don't have CTE, yeah. That's one good thing that came out of it. That's one good thing that came out of me not succeeding in football. All right, so yeah, that's fair enough. Basketball, you're definitely way safer. You're not at risk of CTE as much. So maybe a blessing in disguise. Will we ever know? Maybe. Maybe at the end of my life when I'm just like, wow, that was the one thing that changed the course of my life. Look at where I'm at now. My mom was always like, bro, I don't really like this football thing that much. You know how like disturbing that has to be for moms? Like, you don't realize that till like you're older. Like, going to play football, bro. What is going on? Why is this not inverting? What? Hold on. What is that? What the heck? Okay. But like that has to be so disturbing for a mom, bro. You don't even realize that till like you're older and you're just like, damn. She was letting me run around a football field with people coming at me full force. Not stopping. Just running at me. Full speed. That was crazy. So like when you're a kid, you're like, Mom, like stop trying to baby me. And then now I'm like, bro. Yo, she was kind of right. Why was I playing that dangerous ass sport? You know, so that's what moms be doing. They be kind of knowing stuff, and then you just be telling them nah. And then you think about it more, and you're like, wow, I was kind of dumb for not seeing that. But I was young and dumb. So does that excuse me for being dumb? I don't know. Who's to say? We're moving along pretty fast in this process. But as T-Pain says, it took me 15 years to make this song in 15 minutes. The more you do something, the faster you're gonna get without sacrificing the quality. Let's not sacrifice the quality along the way. 15 years? I didn't hit 15 years yet. I'm kind of an unk in this game, but I haven't hit 15 years. How did you get so good at this stuff? Did you teach yourself? Dude, YouTube and like asking people like when my designs were poop, how I could make them better. I still ask people how I can make my designs better. You know, and like working in a team environment, you also learn like you learn a lot in a team environment. Like when I was working at UConn or working with Florida State, you kind of just have to learn like people don't like certain things, and you're just like, why? But then you kind of learn like the certain rules that go along with designing that makes people actually enjoy a piece of content. And a lot of times it's way simpler than you're thinking. But it's just a lot of reps, bro. And then like having an eye for it. You don't develop an eye in like a year. Like you develop an eye for something after like 3 years. And I'm still developing my eye. And I'm still trying to make sure my style is kind of cool and stuff like that. I don't know. But like, yeah. Mainly you can just learn everything off YouTube. Not even on cap. EMC Stats, what's up, man? Appreciate you. Welcome, bro. Appreciate you, man. Thanks for stopping by. Any YouTube videos planned? Not long form YouTube videos planned. Just gonna keep pushing out these little short form videos with the content like this one. Like I'll make like a how I did this and stuff like that. But if you guys got YouTube ideas, let me know. How did Dan Hurley like your graphic design? I think he appreciated it, bro. He was so focused on basketball, like he wasn't like always freaking out about the designs, but he knew I did a pretty good job, and like he was always like appreciative in his own way, you know? Whether that's yelling at you when you're on the sideline about being in the freaking way in his own colorful language. But nah, he's dope. He's actually so like there's people in your life that you feel like you like had to meet and you had to see and like learn from. And even though I was not like by his side every second of the day, you know, Dan Hurley. Boy, that's one hell of a dude, bro. Like he's someone you just want to like be around, bro. Cuz like you know how hard he works. Like when you're around somebody like that, try to learn as much as you can from him. Someone that you know is just working their ass off. You just want to learn from a person like him. It's like a aura, bro. It's like a real when people say aura, that motherfucker got aura. When people say aura, that's no joke, bro. That man has aura, bro. And he's gonna do it his own way. He ain't worried about what people think of him or how he's gonna be perceived. The X, Y's, and Z's, everything. No. He's here to work. He's here to like literally just do the best job he can do. Learned a lot from me and Haney. Yo, shout out to Haney, bro. I gotta check in on my goat. But thank you, bro. Appreciate your support. Thank you for watching. Thank you for always tuning in. I'm glad I've been able to help, bro. Streams are always so cool because I get to connect with you guys and be like, hey, a lot of us are in the same field. Why not? Why not connect? Why not stream and talk about life? Doesn't always have to be design stuff. We can talk about just mindset, how to live happy, healthy, awesome, you know? But I appreciate y'all. Thank you for tuning in, brother. I gotta check in on Haney. I'm sure he's been doing great things. But still, it's always good to check in on the bro. Just like it's always good to go see your bros sometimes when it's been a while. Even though they're doing great, you checking in on somebody, it can make them be greater. Take that next step. Like, oh, I got people in my corner. They want to see me be great. Okay, bet. At least that's how it works for me a lot of the times. When I know people are out there that genuinely want to see me succeed, checking in, it aids it to the max. To the max. I'm blessed to have people around me that truly want to see me succeed. I've had a lot of people come in and out of my life, you know, making tough decisions every day about who really wants to see me succeed, right? And when you're on like a path, you don't know. A lot of times it's hard to tell like who actually is on your side. It can get kind of confusing sometimes. But the real are always going to show. Because when the going gets tough, that's when the real show up. We might have to change that 5. I'm going to leave the 5 for now. And see if we cover up the 5 with somebody's body, then I will not change it. But obviously, if not, we're going to need to change that 5 because it's cooked right now. Yo, what's up, Nor? nor origin. I like that logo on your account. Do you have anybody you recommend on YouTube to follow to get better at sports Photoshop? Sports Photoshop? There's not that many sports creators, but like honestly, bro, if you watch like a Benny Productions video, you're gonna be like, oh shit. Like it'll unlock your mind to like things that you do in sports design that you didn't really think about. So like even like his speed arts, like those get you so much better doing art on a timed limiter. But look up Benny Productions and then look up Darkder as well. Darkder, Darkder. He has some great videos. Pretty sure like who else would I say? Sports Design School. He like doesn't have any videos anymore, or he doesn't make anything anymore. But like his videos that he did put out, they're pretty dope. When he was making videos. Haney Design, DZN. I think he has a few videos. And then you can always go on like Instagram too. People have Instagram reels a lot of the time. Sometimes the reels get kind of confusing. Even myself, I try to like make the best reels, but bro, sometimes like the information just gets kind of crazy when you're trying to like explain something on an Instagram reel and you have 2 minutes to do it. You're on like a timer to like explain something. Can get a little crazy. First-hand experience, we'll say that. That's why I like YouTube. It's like longer form videos that you can actually sit down and like, okay, this is a 20-minute video. He's really going through this stuff. Like, seriously. Zick Cooks. Thank you, bro. All right, man. We got one more mask to do player retouching on. And then, well, we'll see what happens from that. Let's just focus on this right now. And then I'll see what I'm going to do for retouching and everything. We're definitely going to use the pen tablet. Yeah, that video I did with Haney was fun. Sad enough, I had a video with Serg. And then life just got crazy. And we didn't end up making it, bro. It's RIP in the chat, bro. But it was an FSU video. But I want to make another video with him. Eventually. You feel me? This quality of this photo is really not good, but I still think once it's smoothed out, we can like make do with it. This photo is almost like burnt crispy nuggets, bro. What am I saying? Don't know. Why am I talking? All right, so boom, 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 boom. When you're doing your denoise, you don't want to put the smooth skin everywhere. You want to like vary it. There's certain areas on the face where you don't want it to be very smooth. You want to like keep it rigid. Just like the hair and stuff. You don't want the hair being like smooth and all that. It'll start looking extremely fake. Even though obviously a design is not real. You just want like the skin texture to be like, in some places, still very rigid compared to other places. If you guys are enjoying the live stream, make sure to drop a like and subscribe if you're new. I did put the packs in the bottom right corner too that I use on basically every design. Shopscope.com. Newest pack is the LUT pack number 2. And if you want to just preview to the site, you can also get the free pack, sample pack on Shopscope.com. Alright, so let's look at this. I don't need all the brightness there. Okay. We gotta look at how we want to like set this up. I'm gonna go by group right now. Hierarchy? Orbital lines. That's kind of fire. Maybe that. Is that the hook right there? Something about this is so bright. Oh. All right, y'all. I'm gonna plug in my drawing tablet, so you're gonna have to bear with me just as I plug it in. It does take a little bit sometimes. It's just kind of funky a little bit. So if anything happens during the connection, it's because I'm plugging in the thing. I just saw your comment, Arma. Do I have a MacBook? No, I have a Windows. And yeah, we're definitely gonna need to play around with that. So we'll try to desaturate the blues. We're gonna do the lighting first, and then we're gonna play around more with the colors. But this is gonna give me a good sense of where all the colors should be. All right, so just give me a second while I am fixing this. But appreciate you guys tuning in. I know it's a really late stream, but it's been really fun so far. Turns it on or no? It should do the trick. Longest sports design you made? I'll actually show you it once I have this plugged back in. But it was the LeBron James piece. That piece took like 14 hours, bro. And I kept going back with it, like fixing small things. It was crazy. It took like 14 hours. And I was just like, what is wrong with me? Oh no! I'm clicking backwards. What am I doing? You know, you get to a point in design and you're just like, what am I doing? But I'll say at the end of it, I was like, all right, this was worth it. It was crazy, but it was worth it. And like that design, it didn't even like pop off like that. It didn't go super viral, but it didn't matter. After like I got over it didn't go viral, I was like, dude, I just worked on a design for 14 hours. If that's not dedication, I don't know what you call dedication. Now there's a difference between dedication and like silly dedication, but shit, bro. I was like, nah. That's dedication. 14 hours on one design. We are doing some things here. My tour box is not connected. Really? Y'all gonna make me connect my tour box that's been connected 3,000 times? Only thing I don't like about this XP pen is like I need to control like how the thing be looking, bro. It'd be like contrasty and having matte shadows. Let's see. Maybe I can control it on here. I'm gonna try to control it here. Let's see, alright? Oh, that actually helped it. Get him out, I will say. Oh, we gotta continue the music, guys. Let me close out of a couple things before my brain gets like in an actual brain fog and I can't work. Because we have a lot of things open right now. If you have a lot of things open right now, make sure you're closing some tabs so that your brain isn't going crazy. Okay? Try and put y'all on. Let's go back. Let's push this mic out of the way a little bit. Let's move the random things that are on my desk before I start lighting this. Random cup that we're not gonna use. Yeah, right. Okay. Hey, boy, I really want to see you with ya. Said you're the smart type, but I don't like me. Favorite moment working at UConn? Dude, honestly, like, it's always like the easiest. Wait, what? I'm trying to get back to the stream. Hold on. All right, boom. So you just recommend me to starting out with Photoshop to keep watching YouTube and keep on making Photoshop designs? Yes. Keep watching YouTube, man. And then just like implement everything you're learning on YouTube. I do a study damn near every day. Like lighting study. That's what you really need to know. Like if you can get lighting down and you actually know how to light subjects and scenes, bro, you're good. Or if you like really learn the basics of typography, like you're chilling, bro, trust me. But don't try to like rush the process. So many people rush the process and then they don't actually learn like what to do. So they get in situations and then they're like, what? What do you mean? What do you mean I'm not the all-time greatest graphic designer? It's like, bro, you didn't learn the basics, bro. You didn't learn the basics, bro. Learn the actual, learn the interface. A lot of people aren't even learning the interface. Like, why are we not learning the interface of Photoshop? You know, just questions that I have to ask. Questions that I ask myself when I'm learning something and I'm not taking the right steps. Why am I trying to skip things? I still be skipping stuff that I shouldn't be skipping. So don't be skipping the basics. The basics, I don't know in here, like what has been going on with the brush setting tool. It's kind of interesting to me. Why I can't move the brush panel. But, okay. Now I can move it. What the heck is going on? Photoshop and tablets. What is this conundrum? You know, and then, bruh. Okay, and then like when you're making the designs, also ask for help too. Like after you're done making something, just like ask people, what do you think? And don't be mad if somebody's like, hey, you need to work on this, and that. They're probably trying to help. Keep learning. Yes, exactly. Like even when I'm doing the lighting on here, I'm learning through the process. I'm gonna look at it, go, okay, some things on here actually look right. Some things look ridiculous. And there's gonna be like thousands of minute calculations going on in my head when I'm doing it. That, you know, those minute calculations happen over time. It's not like you wake up and you're like, yes, I have now mastered every calculation that needs to happen during a design. It's like, no, just gradually happens. It's like playing rock, paper, scissors. That's what Elite Shot, boy, Elite Shot said that. Greatness is like rock, paper, scissors on a high scale. When you were designing at UConn, who were you sending all your graphics content to? Assistant coaches? Yeah, mainly because like they were sending it to their recruits after. So mainly the assistant coaches, yeah. But other than that, I was asking like my mentors what they thought of designs. And they were like, bro, this is ass. And I was like, they were just helping me through my process. And like, a lot of times, like, they're not trying to be like, yo, this is bad. They'll just like notice things, you know? You gotta have humility. If you don't ask, you're never gonna know. That's like a thing with this generation is like, even my generation, like we are scared to ask questions. And my mentor's like, bro, in my generation, we would ask questions till motherfuckers were like, hey, bro, like leave me alone type shit. We're in this era of like information, but we don't be asking questions because we just like, I don't know, like the way we communicate is just a little bit more weird. We're just like, we got the answers, so we got it online, but like at the same time, we don't really have all the answers. It's like a twofold thing, eh? The Discord's good for that. Someone will answer your questions in there. Put your designs in the Discord chat. They'll be ready to assist, man. And then join like little chats here and there on Instagram too. They got like designer groups. I was never too big a fan of them, but you can find like the little holes in the wall here that are actually pretty good. That like are actually helpful. Just gotta, like anything else, be aware. Like, what the heck is this group all about? Just try to sniff it out from the beginning. If they seem like fishy and just like they're trying to get clicks or just get your attention for their own personal good, just try to sniff it out early. Can be harder than you think. People are shady, man. Just gotta use your judgment. Right now I'm using my XP pen to light this. One thing about lighting a scene, you cannot be rushing it, bro. You gotta have flow when you're doing this. You can't be like just making everything one pen stroke or like one pressure. You gotta use the flow, bro. Yo, what's up, Keys? This? How do I decide between them? I don't know. Like, it just depends. Like, it's not like any of them do something like ridiculously different than the other. But like, I don't know. That's a good question, bro. I think over time you kind of get used to what you like to do. So like, my most comfortable is like brightness and contrast, because brightness and contrast leaves behind like highlights and shadows, and it kind of leaves you a trail to go off of. But now that I'm getting more into using the pen tablet and like drawing them on, I like to use exposure, because the gamma correction brings back highlights or shadows pretty well. So it's like all about comfortability, I think. It's hard to like say like, oh, like you have to use this one. Like, you don't know till you try them out. But I will say, like, I've been liking exposure because I have the ability to like use the pen tablet better than I did before. Especially did better than I did before. I used to like never use the pen tablet. Like, I would like, if you said use the pen tablet, I would like look at you like, bro, do you want to fight right now? But like, it's a needed thing. Like every designer should know how to use a pen tablet. And like, once you're able to get one, I think you should get one. You know, there's plenty of great designers that don't use pen tablets, but I think having the pen tablet has made me be like not afraid to use exposure when I don't have like as much of an outline of where my colors are going. Will AI replace graphic designers? No. Not a chance. I think it's important to learn AI, but you know, a lot of stuff that you see like when people are making these videos on AI, bro, like you gotta realize and like what you hear, like a lot of times people are just making these videos to get views. So like, I don't know. Like, people will make videos about like AI is taking over, and it's like you're trying to get clicks on your video. Let's just call it what it is. So like, you gotta be aware what you're watching or what you're hearing, because people are just doing stuff for attention. And you know what, the number one thing the easiest way to get attention is to say something that's like controversial for no reason, or it is just causing mass fear among people. People love that. That's an easy way to get people to freak out about something. AI is ruining lives. Oh, just got 3,000 views on that. Okay, I'm gonna use that in the next video. It's crazy. What a game we play, eh? So just be aware, man, and then just keep honing in your skills. AI is here to help you, man, not to take your job. I support this message. And probably other people in the chat too. They're all supporting the message. It is a strange time for sure, but I promise you. You're talking about like at UConn still? What type of graphics I had? At UConn, let's see. I'm gonna try to show you. Let me see if I can show you. It's been a minute. Oh wait, I'm gonna link. Hold on. I'm gonna just send you this link. So just check that link out and you'll see type of stuff. That's my UConn like Behance link. There's obviously way more that we did, but that was like the basis of it. You know. All right. Computer's having an aneurysm when I start over something. Let's just chill, computer. Let's calm down. Not even using that much things. Appreciate everybody in the stream, man. Make sure you guys drop a like. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Check out shopscope.com today. See the latest packs. Latest pack we have is the LUT pack number 2, which I'll definitely use on this project once we get to the actual CC's part. But right now we are just working on the lighting. So thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you're enjoying, man. Kicking it with me on a late Wednesday. Is it Wednesday? Thursday? I don't know. I don't be remembering. I think it's Wednesday. No, it's Wednesday. Now it's Wednesday because it's like night. It's Wednesday morning, technically. Excuse me. Trying to think what I can do. Were you at UConn when Castle was there? I was there like the season going into his first year. Like the season going into their championship. I was there in the off season, and then like when the season started, I was already in Florida working with Florida State. So I've had my fair share. I've had my fill of Stephon Castle graphics, bro. Well, we are not boys, but definitely like if you saw me, you'd be like, oh, you're that creative dude that was doing all that stuff for me. Because he never was there. Like I was never there when he was actually on the team. Just like I took his photos for his official visit and stuff like that. What if my highlight and shadow brush is so patchy? How can it be more smooth? What do you mean patchy? Do you have it like... Do you have like dissolve on it or something? If you have like dissolve on your brush, make sure your shape dynamics are all like not weird. Don't put any scattering or anything on your... Go to your brush settings and make sure your transfer's off, like the flow jitter's off, the buildup. You can have buildup on, but like make sure your pen pressure is like all this stuff should be set to like 0. Let me know like patchy. I don't know exactly what you mean by that, sir. Evasive Graphics. What's up, dog? What a name. Evasive Graphics. Sounds dangerous, brother. Said, hey man, love your videos. They're super informative. Glad to finally catch one of your streams. Much love from Southern Cal. Yo, shout out, bro. Thank you for watching, bro. And yeah, welcome to the streams, man. Trying to do these more often. So when I first started YouTube, we did nothing but stream, but you know, life happened. Kind of got a job that I couldn't stream as much, but I think we're in a better situation to where these gonna happen a lot more. So turn those post noties on because I don't have a set schedule. But yes, thank you for watching, man. Hopefully the videos continue to help. Looking to keep creating. Ugh, we're dealing with a little bit of lag here. I don't know why there's so much lag. It's not even that big of a file yet. Dude, my nose just got so itchy. Alright, Zide Cooks, my fault. What about Tristan Newton, Alex Carabin, Dahomey Kinley, Adamas Sonogo, Jordan Hawkins, Span Spencer? Who were you the closest with out of those guys? Dude, honestly, like, probably like Andre or like Naheem Aline. Like me and Naheem used to talk a lot. And then like Alex. Me and Alex are from the same state and stuff, so we would always joke around. Like, yo, we from the sandbox. We were like the only Massachusetts dudes. Then you got like the other people like RJ Cole. I'm sure you guys remember Andre Jackson though. Donovan Clingan literally played for one of my like old high school teammates, AAU teams. He was super like low key rated, even though he was like huge, but he wasn't like super high rated. Actually, no, I'm tripping. He might have been like actually super high rated, but he didn't like get like extreme hype, I'll say. They're like, he's kind of clunky. But Diamond was funny. Yo, what is up with this brush? Hold on. This is like operating at all time slow amounts of buildup. There we go. Appreciate the 90-minute challenge. Oh yeah, bring those back, bro. I'm saying like I'm not the one who ran it. Bring them back. Well, we should we should bring them back. Shout out to you remembering the 90-minute challenge days, bro. Means you're rocking with us. I'm just a little bit more locked in right now on the lighting of these guys. So I'm reading the comments a little late, but for good cause. We're locked in on this. You don't understand how I'm good at this? Bro, I don't know. I question myself sometimes, but you know, the confidence comes from just reps, and then you have to be like partly insane. You gotta be like, I'm good, even when you're not good. You have to be like, no, I'm actually pretty good, and then you like slowly actually become good. That's any skill. Dude, my nose is so itchy. Hold on, I'm gonna go like blow my nose real quick. There's plenty of people, man. One sec. what I would say is like, look at Rico Da Vinci, Slava GFX. Look at what the heck? Look at Rico Da Vinci. What is going on? Look at Rico Da Vinci. Look at Slava GFX. Look at Haney Design. Darkter doesn't do as much sports, but he tough. He the real deal. Yeah, Benny Productions. He's very well known, so you probably already know of him. But yeah, don't look too much though, because then you'll start comparing yourself. Just look to be like, okay, this is where I'm going to be. Even myself, so I have to stop myself sometimes. So I'm like, why am I still looking at this person's artwork? Because now I'm just getting into like imposter syndrome. I will never measure up to their skill set. With that attitude, you will not. So I always gotta remind myself. Once you start getting to like, could I ever, will I ever, then it's like, okay, it's time to go design. Because then you know you're just overthinking it. And art is still subjective, whether it's a design or not. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, man. The Katie one from 2023. Oh yeah, I love that one. I actually have a video on that. So if you want to see how that was made, you can actually look at my video. Alright, I'm gonna try to like finish the lighting on these. As I do. Okay, now I'm just looking at dumb stuff. But all right, let me lock back in. But yeah, that's on the page. Felt myself going into a wormhole. And I'm like, we can't afford to do this right now. Whenever I'm doing lighting, I like to make things dark first and then take away from. Some people like to go the opposite way and like add the shadows. I like to add light. It just makes more sense to me. but I always make the subject dark and then I add the light in. Sometimes like what that does is it makes me make things a little bit too dark, but I'm aware of that, so I've been like making things a little more bright. One of my internal battles currently. If I could talk, that would be awesome, guys. I hope you'll still accept me, even though my English sometimes wavers. What drawing have you got? What drawing of? What do you mean? What are you talking about? What drawing of you got? Shout out Zay. You know who you are. Good sir. Only thing tripping more is my damn pen tablet. It's bouncing around everywhere. When I move, like you guys obviously can't see it, but like when I'm moving, this thing is jangling around like a joystick when you're trying to like play COD, bro. I don't know why it's acting so absurd, but whatever. I'm not really trying to restart the program, so we gonna deal with the absurdities right now. All right, let's just like base light this last mask, I'm not like sold on all the lighting on these, so whatever. But for the time being, they're pretty good. And then we're gonna start comparing, making them brighter or darker. X, Y, Z, you understand the gist of what I'm saying, but we obviously need to make sure they all are at the same amount of light, kind of. Yeah, feel me? Did I just keep that? Now I'm gonna try to desaturate the blues. I'm gonna need color balance. What drawing pad? Oh, I got the Lenovo. Shoot. All right. What drawing pad do I have? I have it. I put it in my last video. If you look in the comment on the last video, literally I have the actual link to the drawing tablet. So look at the AI video, and that literally has the name of it, because I don't remember the exact model. But if you want to know the exact model, look at my last video and go to the comment section. And I put the name of it. And that reminds me that I should update this stream description with that. So thank you for reminding me of that. Okay. Now, we are still extremely chopped. However, we we're kind of getting there. I'm gonna take this one mask at a time. Got to be. Oh, my fault, y'all. I've been locked in on this lighting. I didn't even see if anybody's comment. I didn't even check the comments, bro. Y'all might just be chilling. How do I get images? Right now I'm using images from a stock images source called Getai Images. Edit a photo for your brother. I don't know. You could DM me on Instagram. Appreciate you coming in the stream though. Hold on, y'all. I gotta put this back on the other screen at least for a little bit. I gotta start looking at some other stuff before I start doing. What the helly? The Halle Berry? It wouldn't be free, I'll tell you that, but if we're talking prices, possibly. Man, alright. Alright, let me switch back to my monitor. I'm gonna close and reopen Photoshop because I'm getting the feeling that it's just lagging with no apparent reason. Alright, let me restart Photoshop, bro. It's lagging. It's just lagging, mate. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna reopen Photoshop. I'm almost tempted to turn the camera off, but I'm not gonna do it. But this shit's kind of tweaking with the camera. Why is it running like this? Pissing me off. Alright, so we're gonna go. Right now I'm back on mouse. This is all mouse. Because I just want to figure out the real pathways. And mouse is gonna help me do that. So right now, I'm literally just gonna use my mouse. Thank you for the subscribe. If I'm not reading chat, I am just like, it's just because right now I'm just locked. I'm really trying to figure out how I want this to look. It's coming together, so. Excuse my absence. I know y'all understand though. Yo, I was using the mouse for a minute. My fault, yo. I was just locked in. Print size. Mug print size. Pixel size. I'm on 2000 by 2500. What's up, Reyes? The lighting is looking sick. Thank you. Yeah, I switch between the mouse and the tablet. Right now, I'm just using the mouse though. What are the So I know there's those like sizes, or the. I'm trying to find the actual. Spurs colors type shit. Can I get a motherfucking ham sandwich? This series might just be called Recreating Pinterest Designs. Zam. All right. I don't know if I can go on, guys. I think I gotta take a break. All right, y'all. I'm gonna head off to bed because it's just my brain's getting crazy. So I appreciate everybody coming out to the 3 a.m. well 12 a.m. stream and staying through. This has been a lot of fun. Look out for this design before the finals game tomorrow. And yeah, so I'll catch you guys in another stream soon. I'm gonna finish this one up offline, but look out for this one. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to subscribe, sub to me on Patreon, Scoped, and check out shopscope.com. Like, comment, subscribe, stay scoped, y'all. And once I find my sign out, then I'm going to stop the stream. But appreciate everybody being in here tonight.